My bad, people. My bad. With Dave's getting ready to come back in. Apologies. I apologize, people. Sorry. It's just this one particular hotel I go to has crappy internet. Dave should hop back in a second. Give us a second. Sorry about that again.
All right, let me pull this chat up. Yep, I just got it. No theme song this time.
Yeah, no, we good. We ready. We're just gonna get straight back to it.
Yeah, I'm about to move my chat back over real quick. Good stuff that was going down while you were rebooting, man.
I know, man. I figured it's all good. All right. So where we at? Where were you guys at?
All right, I'm gonna put. Yeah, somebody asked about Vernon Butler. How he looked.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. Yeah, we're gonna get there. So so where we left off with McCaffrey and other standouts. So I mean, as far as when I was there, obviously there's a couple more standouts, and one, I think one big one that we really need to talk about is Amini, and how Amini Silatolu has shifted to left tackle and is taking reps at left tackle. So when Matt Khalil was out for a vet day or whatever, he took a day. Amini was playing left tackle. So and they're impressed with him too. So what that tells me is that the concern about O-line depth is kind of fading away. If he's there and he's playing well, I'm okay with him coming in as a backup when need be. But yeah, so that's a big one in my eyes. Any thoughts on that?
It's interesting because that's what I mean. He played in college, but he was at a much smaller school, so they knew that hey, he's probably going to end up being at best a right tackle or a guard. So it's great to know that he's showing up to the task to play left tackle, because we know Matt Khalil isn't exactly the most durable player in the NFL. So there's a good chance that if we could see Amini playing left tackle.
Yeah, no, I mean, of course, it's not ideal, but the fact that he can play left tackle, doing it well, they're impressed with him. So that's huge. I mean, because you think about it, we only had 3 tackles. And we had Matt, we had Moden, and we had Darrell Williams, and that was it. So, and again, the good thing about it is pretty much everybody's durable, right? So most of them can play multiple positions anyway. Like in theory, Trey could have slid over and play tackle if need be, but obviously you want people where they're comfortable, and he looks comfortable at left tackle. So obviously it's not ideal, but the fact that he can do it is pretty awesome. They said, yeah, it's just real important if he can come in and add some depth.
Yep.
Next up, I had Shaq. Man, Shaq has been balling. He's had a couple interceptions, multiple pass breakups, multiple tackles for losses, punching balls out of people's hands. Like, Shaq is a beast, and the good thing about Shaq is that he knows his role too. It's not like he's coming in and just going to automatically take over. He knows his role, so that's pretty awesome. and that he's willing to play that back seat, but he's playing damn well. So any thoughts on Shaq?
You got the bold prediction button?
Hold on. Hold on, man.
I have to ask these questions, man.
Bold prediction.
Oh, the echo too. That's dope.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident, but go ahead.
So in a nutshell, I'm thinking that all three of our linebackers gonna make the Pro Bowl this year, man.
All three?
All three
Yo,
of them.
that's a huge. All three of y'all? That's a huge prediction, man.
Yeah. That's why it's bold, right?
That's what's up. That is, yeah, wouldn't be all three of them. That's gonna be impressive.
Because the thing is, Luke's gonna get in because he's been in for so many years, as long as he stays healthy, right? So Luke's gonna get in. TD is finally starting to get that. You're a veteran. You've gotten in. He'll get his, and then there's gonna be a point. Shaq's gonna sneak in there, man. I think Shaq's gonna sneak in there. Look, man, when you got a 12,
he's balling.
When you got a 12, when you make a 12-4 prediction, man, you're gonna have a lot of players in the Pro Bowl.
That's a fact. Because last time we went 15-1, we had like what was it? 10 dudes, I believe.
Yeah.
It was a lot. I don't remember off the top of my head. There was a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them in the Pro Bowl.
All three of them, man.
That's impressive if that happens. It's pretty darn impressive.
I mean,
that my friend is the definition of bold prediction.
Well, if we go in the Super Bowl, I was looking at the chat. If we make it to the Super Bowl, none of them gonna get to go, right?
Well, that's true. That's not the point.
Yep.
Yeah, they get picked. They still get the moniker that they're they add that Pro Bowl count to their list, even if they don't play in it technically. Unless they just choose not to. All right. So anything else on Shaq?
I'm loving that he's improving. I'm loving the fact that he's humble. So
yeah, that's big, man.
Yeah, man.
That's big. The fact that he accepted the role and he knows it and he's just kind of waiting in the wings is very impressive, and it shows maturity. And that's kind of guys you want on your team, man. Yep,
absolutely. I'm looking at this. I'm addicted to this chat, man.
You sidetracked, bro.
I'm not sidetracked, man. We were talking about offensive linemen. They were asking about, Khalil and putting Moulton at left tackle. And no, I don't want him at left tackle as a rookie.
No, you don't want rookies at left tackle. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm cool with him going to the right.
Next,
but not the left.
Yeah, right is where he belongs. Next up, I had for standouts, I had James Bradbury. Dude was amazing. I saw it with my own two eyes. He had a pretty pick. It was I don't know what route Russell Shepard was running, but he was covering Russ, and Cam was throwing the ball. I think it was some kind of comeback route, and he just undercut it. And it was so pretty, man. It was a thing of beauty, man. But he's ready. He's ready, dude. He's definitely gonna break out this year, and I can definitely see, him make an example out of a couple people, man. We're big on James Bradbury over here. We've talked about him a lot, and so he's just kind of stepping up to the plate and kind of proving everything that we say about him is right. So, any thoughts on that?
Want to get him his last gems?
Yeah, get him, man. And that's what I think we might miss, that small school gym picking that he does, because this guy is great. And we all looked at him like it was crazy when he picked James Bradbury out of what was it? What was the school?
Sanford. Is it Sanford? Not Stanford, but
yeah,
it's Sanford.
Sanford. Yeah, Sanford. Yeah. We all looked at him like he was crazy, but Bradbury's legit.
Yeah.
And all this with the cast. All this with the cast on his own.
Yeah, because he's still recovering from his wrist, right?
Yeah, I think he's good. I don't think it was that severe, but yeah. And then I saw there was another pass where he broke up a pass from DA. He tipped it, and Mike Adams picked it off. He was covering Curtis Samuel at that point. So yeah, he's ready, man. So any more thoughts on James?
I already said he was gonna make the Pro Bowl, so yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, you got a whole roster going to the Pro Bowl, man.
Nah, I got faith in my guys. I mean, he was like top, I think at least top 10 in the NFL when it came to efficiency on the defensive side of the ball for a corner. So, if he's going up, what the next stage is, man.
Yeah. And last but not least, my guy who stood out, Austin Duke, man. I went back and listened to the podcast where we were talking, I think it's episode 10, where we were talking about the depth chart. And I told you guys, Austin Duke he could make the team. This dude had an amazing catch that first day at practice. I don't even know who was covering him. And I think, again, it wasn't Bradbury, it wasn't Worley. It was one of the third string or second string guys. But he put this dude on. He did like a double move, and it was so pretty. He laid out. I think DA threw him the ball, or no, it was Joe Webb. Joe Webb threw him the ball. He laid out for it and ended up in the end zone. It was an amazing catch. It was right in front of my face. He threw it on my side of the field. Man, just the kind of guy he is. He's a real cool dude because I got his autograph. He signed my daughter's booklet, both of my daughter's booklets, and he's a cool dude. They was calling him like yes sir, and he was like don't call me sir. I'm only 23. He's a real humble guy, man. So I love Austin Duke. I'm an Austin Duke fan, man. I'm gonna be hurt if he doesn't make the team, man. I'm gonna be hurt. I'm gonna take it personally.
I know you will. Local kid too. UNC
be hurt, man. Local kid, UNC Charlotte. He played. The only thing I saw, my only concern is that he had that one great day, and then he's kind of faded to. I ain't say faded to black, but he's kind of gray right now. Like he's in the middle, and he needs more. He needs more bright days to make the team. But that first day, man, he's going over the middle. He's a very good backup slot guy. Like if something happened to Curtis, you know what he looks like? A better version of Philly Brown to me. That's what he looks like. He's not the fastest. He's not the he's very, very reliable hands. He just looks like a better version of Philly. He wears 16. Remember when Corey wore 16 for a little bit?
Yeah.
Corey. Remember that guy?
Yeah, I remember him.
But yeah, he looks good, man. Austin Duke looked great, man. I'm just a little nervous that he had that one big day and he kind of hasn't. He's been consistent, but he hasn't had a huge day like he had that first. That first day was amazing, and I just haven't seen it again. But he's been consistent. But I think he needs more bright spots in order to make the team because I think, and then we'll get to our updated 53 man later. But I think he's on the bubble right now. Go ahead.
I'm rooting for the kid. I want to make the team, man. And if it's at the price of Burson, I'm for it. But I don't. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough overcoming Burson, man. When Burson is your most experienced receiver in the room.
We talked about that while you were gone, and they were like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, Burson is the most experienced receiver we have on the roster. Fact.
Yeah. But things can come to an end. I mean, maybe Kelvin can bring some leadership to that wide receiver core.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the clear cut leader right now is Russell Shepard. It's not even Russell Shepard is the leader of our wide receiver core. Hate it or love it, that's just what it is. It's a fact. Everybody else will tell you that. But from an experience perspective, it's from knowing the playbook, from knowing what to expect. He's from Wofford. He's been there. He's done that. He's been consistent. I mean, you can say what you want about Burson. He's been consistent. He's reliable. There's nothing bad about Burson except for his punt return ability. That's the only thing that's his only real knock. I mean, to be honest with you.
Oh no, he does the way he does everything good. Nothing exceptional.
Right.
Yeah, nothing exceptional.
And sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes that's what you want, right? So I mean,
I
I don't know.
I wasn't trying to put him on my roster, man. But as soon as I heard he was the most experienced receiver, I'm thinking to myself, oh,
Fact.
he's gonna make the team off that alone, unless he
Off
really
that alone.
screws the pooch.
Off that alone, dude is gonna make the rock. Well, we'll get to that later. But yeah. So those were my 5 standouts. McCaffrey is legit. He's the real deal. Surprising that Amini's sliding the left tackle, getting some and looking good at doing it. James Bradbury's doing James Bradbury things. Shaq Thompson's doing Shaq Thompson things. And Austin Duke is that receiver that could break the break the mold and kind of slide in there as the 6th receiver. Anybody else? Is there anybody you want to know about before we move on? I guess you can let me know from the chat. Is there anybody that they kind of want to know about?
I can name a few folks. They want to know how Worley was doing.
Oh, Worley. Oh, yeah. He was borderline standout. He's probably a step below standout. Worley looks good. He picked off Cam probably at least 3-4 times.
God.
And yeah, so and I tweeted. If you guys follow Twitter, I tweeted this. If you follow us on Panther Nation PC on Twitter, I tweeted it. I was like, man, I don't know if our secondary stepped up or if Cam is still rusty, but I've seen the ball intercepted more times this year than I've ever seen in any training camp. He's throwing a lot of picks, a lot, and it's training camp. Let's take a step back here. He's coming off shoulder surgery. He's a little rusty, probably. Got to give it some time, but he's throwing a lot of picks.
Do you think it's because of the quickness?
It's kind of, I don't know. I mean, some of the passes were short. Like, for instance, one of Worley's picks was off a bubble screen. He picked the ball off of a bubble screen. And you've seen Cam throw that pick before. Yeah. We've seen him throw that pick to another team before. So, but to answer that question, Worley looked good. I'm happy where he's at. He's not Bradbury status, but he looked good. So I'm happy with where he's at.
The thing is, he doesn't need to be Bradbury status. He doesn't need to be.
Solid number 2 corner. He's probably the best number 2 corner we've had.
That says a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I that's just how I believe. I think he's capable. He's gonna be ready. He's gonna be ready. I think you gotta think about this, man. You gotta think about this for a second. You get drafted with Bradbury. Bradbury's balling out, and they're like, man, you're like the afterthought. So you got to step up. I'm pretty sure that's his mentality, man. I love to interview him. I love to interview Worley to kind of get in his head to see, man, like, man, I'm kind of the second fiddle here.
Hey, let's go ask. Let's go for it. Let's ask.
I mean, I'm gonna request a bunch of them. Like, I want to request the interview Austin Duke as well. I did kind of talk to him a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna request we'll get to that. We'll talk about that later, but I'm gonna request a couple interviews, not to high profile players, but to the kind of lower ones. Let's get our foot in the door. But yeah, Worley. Yeah, to answer that question, Worley looked good.
What about Mr. Butler?
Vern looked good. It was surprising to me that he was getting starting reps. Then it came out later that they're holding back Star a little bit because he's coming off shoulder surgery. But Big Vern looked good, man. I mean, he was getting chewed out by Eric Washington. He's getting chewed out. He was like, "Come on, Vern." He like I say that to say they're expecting him to step up. They want him to be. They want to step up. I think he puts that on himself too. I think the writing's on the wall for Star, and I think he knows that, and it's just time for him to show improve, because if he doesn't, Star we could somehow find some miraculous way to extend Star, and there goes your role pretty much for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, it's gonna.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting dynamic with that, because now since Herney's there, Herney's watching. He's gonna see how everybody does. Don't be shocked if he makes a decision to just pay Star if Vernon doesn't step up to the plate.
And that's the wild. And that you brought up an excellent point. That's the wild card on a lot of stuff we're talking about. I'm still thinking in the back of my mind, Dave Yedem is the GM. So guys like Austin Duke, hometown guy. Maybe I mean, does Hurney have any allegiance to Burson? I mean, we don't know these things, so we're kind of guessing right now because we don't really know. But we know if Gettleman was the GM, Burson was probably gonna make the roster. Hurney brings a different mindset. You can try to go off the past, but you know he said he learns from his mistakes, so you never know. You never know what.
The last time Burson didn't make the team, I think Hurney was still the GM.
I think Hurney was the GM, but that was early, man. He's gotten a lot of experience since then, so it's kind of hard to. I mean, he was probably could just come out of Wofford at that point.
Yeah,
I mean, so it's different now.
All right, next.
So
guy.
Big Vern, we got Big Vern. Who else? Who else we looking at?
Alex Armour, man, the fullback we drafted. What's he doing? Is he going to make this team?
Not even in sight. Not even in sight, bro. He ain't doing nothing. I ain't heard not a peep from him. So he's not making the 53 man and we kind of predicted that already.
Yep.
But I haven't heard anything about him. Haven't seen a peep. Nothing. I didn't even notice. I wasn't even looking for him, to be honest. And I'm sure Twitter would have brought it to my attention if he was making some plays. So, and I haven't heard a peep.
Yeah. All right. What about Taylor Moton?
Taylor Moton.
Moton.
I haven't heard whatever it is. I haven't heard too much from Moton. To be honest with you, last I heard he was a standout at minicamp and OTAs, but I haven't heard much. I did hear one thing, and I took this down as a note that he got pancaked by Peppers on his first pad of practice. He went one-on-one with Peppers and ended up on the ground. So, I mean, that's not a knock on him. I mean, most people would. So, it's just one of those things you gotta put on your. That's just a stripe you gotta earn going one-on-one with Peppers.
Yeah. Cole Luke.
Who else?
Cole Luke.
Cole Luke he was borderline standout. He was doing well out there. He's doing well out. So here, and this kind of rolls into the next segment, which what I wanted to talk about was injuries. I'm not secondary is not looking good. At secondary depth, secondary depth is not looking good right now. You got Corn Elder, who's out 4 to 6 weeks with some kind of patella injury. So he was the backup nickel. And then our starting nickel has hammy issues. And hammies linger, especially if you're a cornerback receiver. Hammies are not good injuries to have. They're not. And you don't bounce. I saw somebody earlier in the chat, on the other chat when we were on the first room or the first stream, that hammies, he'll bounce back, he'll be fine. You don't know that. Hammies linger. They do. It's a fact, especially when you're a speed guy. So they're taking it slow. I think Captain injured his hammy when he was out I guess the week before leading up to training camp. He was out in Mobile. I saw it on the Panthers Instagram page. He was training in Mobile, and he I guess he did something. He tweaked his hammy, and he's been out since. He hasn't played a down. He was on the bike in training camp and doing a little bit of workout stuff, but I'm a little concerned about the cornerback depth, and which brings me to the point with what somebody asked about Cole Luke. He got a lot of opportunity to step up, and he stepped up. So as of right now, he earned his spot. And it really depends on if Corn can't go and he ends up on IR or something like that, short-term IR with designated return. You could see a guy like Cole Luke making the roster because he's been looking good.
The thing about the IR gig, you remember what happened the last time we did that during training camp? Put a guy on IR and another team picked him up during waivers. So you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, that was Gaffney, right?
Yep, Tyler Gaffney ended up in the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work, but if the guy's legit hurt, you can't do you. So let me ask you this: if you're a GM, you got a injured rookie who's probably not going to play, hasn't been getting reps in off season. How do you handle that? Do you save a roster spot for him?
You're gonna have to if you want to keep him. If you want to keep him, you're gonna have to because you already know that you got teams like the Patriots and the Bills, Buffalo, that'll come and swipe them if they have the need. So if you really want him, you're going to have to sacrifice the roster spot and let somebody go and hope that that guy makes it through waivers, get on a practice squad eligible, put him on the squad, then put him in IR once you have the final roster. Then you can put him on IR, then you can bring the guy up from the practice squad. That's what you're going to have to hope for, which is going to be tough.
Cole Luke has definitely earned his practice squad spot for sure. That's a fact. He's on the practice squad.
So then you put Cole on the practice squad. Yeah, you put Cole on the squad.
Just like Austin Duke. Austin Duke is on the practice squad. They're both on the practice squad for now, and they're borderline gonna make the roster. It really depends on what Elder does. And I'm gonna be really interested on how they handle that Elder Duke situation. So I don't know. That's a tough one, but he's been showing up. Yeah. Who else we got? Anybody else?
Your boy, 1,200-yard man, Kelvin Benjamin. How you looking?
KB looking slim out there, bruh. KB's looking slim out there. Let me tell you something. He's ready. He's ready, B. 1,200 yards, man. I saw him come out the locker room. I was like, who is it? Is that Bunches? Is that number 17? Who is that guy? No, that's KB looking real slim. Looking real slim. The KB's ready, bro. He's ready. And shout out to KB, man. Prayers up to his family. I know I don't know if you guys heard, but his mom passed away. I don't know, a couple weekends ago. There wasn't a big deal about it. But he's gonna be focused. KB looks good. I think he had a couple drops in camp. It happens, but he's ready, and he's looking slim.
That's good.
He's looking slim. In all seriousness, though, I'm joking a lot, but he did lose weight. Like, you can see the pictures. He lost weight. Yeah, he's ready.
Somebody did a Twitter comparison from when everybody was panicking to now. He looks good, man. He looks good.
Yeah, he looks good. He's focused, man.
He looks good.
He's focused. I slighted him. I felt bad, man. I slighted him. This is quick. I'm trying to throw in like little stories about camp. I slighted. I felt so bad because y'all know KB's my guy. I'm a Florida State fan. That's my dude. Like, for real. Anybody that knows me knows me. I love KB. I've been riding with KB since Florida State. But he's walking up to me, right, for autograph. He was coming down the fence, signing autographs. And I'm like, I don't like to ask for autographs if I've already gotten a player. I don't like to kind of, I feel like everybody has their set number of autographs that they sign. And I don't want to take one from anybody, like a kid or something like that. So I'm like, all right. So he comes down. I'm holding my McCaffrey jersey, and I see Christian McCaffrey coming. And I'm like, oh, that's Christian, and the KB's right in front of me, right? And KB was like, you good? He was like, you good? I was like, yeah, I'm good. And I was trying to get him to move because Christian McCaffrey was coming. I ended up not getting Christian McCaffrey, kind of because KB was in the way. But shout out to KB, man. I love KB. I ordered another KB jersey, and hopefully I can get it signed. Hopefully he don't remember that. But I kind of slided him, man. I felt bad about it. I feel bad now for real because I feel bad about, like, especially when it's the players the no-name players that they'll come up and they want to sign, like those guys really want to sign something, but you don't really want their autograph. I feel bad about that. So I hate kind of putting them in that kind of scenario.
Yeah, you did. You pulled a no-name on KB, man.
I slighted KB. I did. I apologize. KB, if you're watching this, I apologize. I'm gonna ask for your autograph again at some point, but I do apologize. But anybody else? KB looks good.
Funches
looks good. Funches is he went out with cramps that first day. It looked. I thought because I saw that card coming. I was like, oh shoot. But it did look like he was trying to stretch his leg out for cramps. He's got dehydrated. It was hot out there. He looks good. And the good thing about, speaking of KB and Funches, they both were on the field together at the same time. We didn't see that too often last year. We did start to see it later in the season. But I know for a fact last year in training camp, KB and Funches were not on the field at the same time too much.
Nope, they
so
weren't.
I think Shula got the word that, you know, Funches is going to be used, and he put them both. There was formations where Shula, where KB and Funches were on the field at the same time. So this is obvious stuff that you would think would happen, but it didn't. But it just happened this year.
Well, it's interesting because I know Rivera talked about the fact that they didn't utilize Funches enough. So the signal's coming, which is good.
Yep. It's note taken. He definitely looks good. Funches is. I think he's right on track to double his numbers, double his production from last year. He looks good.
All right.
Anybody else?
I think. Oh, two more. Demir Bird and TJ Graham.
I saw a little bit of TJ, man. He's a body. He's not making the roster. Not even gonna make the practice squad. But Bird is amazingly quiet, man. He is returning kicks, and I think that's where his spot is gonna come from. He's returning punts. He's returning kicks. Another guy you got to watch out for is what's the guy's name? Kalen Clay. He was making plays out there. He's also a wide receiver. He too was returning kicks and punts. So he may be another guy that'll make he's a speed guy. He may be another guy that'll make the practice squad. But yeah, Bird is quiet. Bird's quiet, man. He's quiet, and maybe one of those things where you can't be quiet because you got guys like Austin Duke.
Duke's returning kicks, isn't he?
No, Duke is not returning kicks, and that's why I think Bird is safe, because Bird is returning kicks and punts.
All right, so we got a question about if Corn and Cap is out. You favor Sanchez?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Sanchez is going to be that guy. Sanchez was making. He looked okay out there. He looked okay. He wasn't making as much noise as the Duke Luke. What's his name? Cole Luke was making. He wasn't making as much noise as him, but Sanchez was being Sanchez, man. He's got some work to do. He's got some work to do.
Now we're talking about kickers.
Kickers. Gano's the guy. Gano's the guy. Clearly, it's not even close.
All right,
it's not even close.
This might be the segue to talk about these rosters.
All right. Before we do that, though, I just want to update everybody on injuries. Before we get into that, so Funches, we talked about Funches. He had cramps. He came back. Stars coming up shoulder surgery. He was limited. Elder is out 4 to 6 weeks. Curtis Samuel, somebody who we should be talking about. He missed the first padded practice, and he's missed all the padded practices due to hamstring tightness. He hasn't torn anything, and he went to Charlotte to get some tests done. But he was back in Spartanburg the next day, but he's still not practicing. I believe Rivera did say that they hope to have him back on Tuesday, tomorrow, but nothing has been confirmed yet. So I'm a little concerned about Curtis, man. I'm a little concerned about Samuel. We need him back. And he's missing valuable reps right now, so we need him back. Cap, I don't know when Cap's coming back, but he strained his hamstring. He hasn't practiced yet. Ryan Khalil, that is limited, coming off shoulder surgery. He's been practicing. He's still there. And the big guy, Cam Newton, seems to be fine. He was on a pitch count. It seemed like early they weren't letting him throw deep, but it seems like that stuff has progressed. And then on Sunday they actually pulled him out of practice, all precautionary. I think he's good. I that they were trying to give him a little bit more extra rest going into the break or the day off. Today being that day off. So everybody, we got to get everybody healthy, man. I think Curtis and as long as Cam is progressing, Curtis is next up as far as who we need back on the field because he's missing valuable reps, and I may have to pull back my some of my predictions on him because I don't know where that's going. But I did see when he was practicing in the shells with no pads. I saw a couple reverses go to him. I saw some trickery stuff go to Curtis. So, but yeah, man, we need those guys to get healthy. So, all right. So, what you want? You want to go move to this 53 man?
Well, somebody asked
is there any other questions?
Somebody asked about Boulware and David Mayo.
Go ahead.
I think Boulware. They asked if Boulware got a shot to make the team. I absolutely think he has a shot to make the team.
Yeah, Boulware's safe.
Yeah, he's gonna make the team.
He's safe, actually.
Cash is gonna make the team.
Boulware's safe. Cash is gonna make the team, and obviously Mayo. Mayo look good. Mayo's playing all three positions. He's gonna be that AJ Klein guy that do it all, could step in whenever necessary. Looks good. I'm happy with Mayo. Happy with Mayo.
Has our linebackers ever been this deep?
Yeah, last year.
Other than last year.
I don't know. That's a good question. I have to look into that. I mean, the Lamar Latham days and all that was pretty good too. We've always had good linebackers.
Yeah, that's one thing that we never had a shortage of.
But yeah, man. So you want to hop in this updated 53-man roster?
Yeah, man. Let's hit this roster up, man. Mine got brutalized a little bit.
No, yours. Mine got destroyed a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna update it. We'll update it every week. Well, not necessarily every week, but we'll check in to see if any roster changes, any roster movement. But yeah, I got a couple changes. So who you start with? Do you want to go through the whole roster, or you just want to go through changes?
I'll make some. Yeah, we can go through the roster real quick. I mean, we can just speed through the obvious.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, like for example, we don't need to go over quarterback. We don't need to go over quarterback. We know who the three are going to be: Cam, Da, Joe.
Facts.
All right. I'm going to make an adjustment for running back though from May.
Go ahead.
Fozzie's out. Cap's in.
Yeah, I can see that. Cap would actually play pretty well. He looked good out there. I don't know. He looked good. I'm sticking with Fozzie for now.
There's a bigger reason why I'm making this swap. Because I think Cap, when it comes to backing up the running backs that we currently have, Stewart and McCaffrey, Cap can play both ways. I don't know if Fozzie can. I question Fozzie doing between the tackles. Fozzie can do the outside gig. I don't think he can go between the tackles as consistently as Cap can. So that's why. Because remember, when Stewart went out, Cap came in. Not Fozzie. Cap. Cap was the guy.
Listen, I'm not gonna. You're making good points. I'm not gonna argue with it. And Cap he did look good. He's another guy. He didn't make that much noise to be a standout, but he looked impressive with the ball. So I'm not gonna argue with you on that. I can't. There's nothing for me to combat that with. But I'm sticking with Fozzie. Right. But I can't combat you. I can't argue with you going with Cap.
All right. Fullback, Darrell Young, same guy. Same guy as before. Wide receiver. Now, this might have changed a little bit for folks.
Yeah, it changed. It obviously changed. It had to.
Yeah, because Charles Johnson got released. Because I think we both had Charles Johnson on our roster when we did this a few weeks ago.
Yep. And to be fair, I think to be clear, Charles Johnson I think he's on IR with us because he cleared waivers.
Okay.
So I think he's still on the roster, but he's on IR.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Charles Johnson, we missed that one because of injury. But yeah, who'd you replace him with? That's the question.
Burson.
Yep, so did I. Burson is gonna make the roster, man. He's
Yeah,
gonna make it, and I don't want it, to be honest with you. I don't want it. I'd rather have Austin Duke there, or I'd rather have Keyars Garrett there.
Yeah, man.
But I think the reality is that Burson's probably gonna get that spot.
Yeah, unless you know Hurney might make a bold move. I don't know if we'll call that bold, but he could make a bold move and put Austin Duke
the big
Garrett
cat
on the
went
team.
The big cat went to Wofford B.
I get it. But
Burson went to Wofford B. There it is.
It's fine. Don't draft him in fantasy leagues, though. Don't do that. So when we set up this league, y'all better not draft Burson. Nobody better draft Burson. That means he's going to go in the first round. That's how it works. So, all right, tight end. Olsen, Dixon, Simonson.
Not for me. I'm switching that out.
Oh, you
Chris
are?
Manhurst. Yeah, Chris Manhurst was making some waves. Again, not enough to stand out, but I don't even remember seeing Scott out there. Manhurst was making a little bit more splash. So to me, I'm putting in Manhurst, and Simonson goes to the bubble.
To the bubble he goes.
Yep.
All right.
That's my thing.
All right. Offensive line. You had Orr.
I did have Orr.
I did not.
And you did not. And I'm gonna replace him with who you had, Tyler Larson. That was actually a toss up with me because I was gonna go Geno, but Geno's been hurt too, and Larson has been getting starter reps because Khalil was out or has been limited, and Larson is the one that has been getting those reps. So I think Larson makes the team to back up Ryan Khalil and not Geno.
Oh, that's interesting. I forgot about Geno.
Yes, yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah, Geno plays center.
Center, yeah.
So he can play center too. So somebody don't know who Manhurts is, man. Maybe you need to spit some game about Mr. Manhurts.
I don't have no game. I just know he's a tight end and he wears number 82 and he was balling. I don't have no other. He's like 6'6". No, for real, in all seriousness, he's like 6'6". He's got that Greg Olsen. I think he's a bit bigger in weight. I don't know that to be fact, but Manhurts, he's been playing well. That's all I can really say. I don't really know too much about him.
His last name,
but I'm gonna let him.
His last name sounds like a processor from Intel, man.
Oh wow.
So all right, okay. Defensive line. I don't think that's changed.
That hasn't changed for me. That hasn't
changed. Linebackers, we're on the same page there.
Yep.
Corner. Same five, but like you said, the elder situation changes it a bit.
Yeah, and I think Teddy might have to slide to the bubble, man. He's getting abused out there, man.
As bad as Zach?
I don't. The reason why I think they like Teddy is because of his size, man. He's fast, and he's like 6'1". So like, it's hard to. I don't know. That one's tough. Cornerback is tough, man.
That's my thing, right? So Zach was on the practice squad last year. Teddy was on the squad. So it's like, okay, are you gonna say that Zach's gonna outplay Teddy? Cole Luke could probably bump him, but we'll see. I mean, time will tell. It's only the first week of training camp, so
yeah, we talked about this earlier, but the wild card is Corn. If he's not healthy, then he's gonna get bumped, and I think it's either gonna be Zach or Luke, and I think Cole Luke is the guy for now.
Yeah, that's the thing about Corn, man, because he was drafted. You know, typically there's a high probability that somebody's going to scoop him up if we have to put him on IR prior to the final 53 man. So it's going to be tough to do that. You have a better shot of just letting Zach get let go, keep cornering the roster so you can put him on IR, and then if you want to pick Zach back up, pick him up.
But same thing. Zach was a 3rd round pick though.
He was that high? I thought it was 5th.
Yeah.
I thought Zach was a 5th round pick.
I think Zach was a 3rd round pick.
Nah, I don't think so, man.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong, man. Hey, I'd be willing to admit.
I know. Acquiring minds want to know, though. Let's see here. Okay. It doesn't say there.
Come on, man. Wikipedia, man.
I am a wiki. I clicked the wrong one. Don't be round 5, pick 141.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Don't sweat it. Yeah, 3rd seems high. I would have been more disappointed if we took him in the 3rd round. Yeah.
All right, but anyway, he was drafted, and that's the bigger point. He was drafted.
But he's already been off the roster and on the squad, so that's.
But I was gonna say he did make the squad initially, I believe, and then he got cut like during the season.
Yep. All right, safeties, same 4. Even though that 4th one is Colin Jones, you think Cole Luke can play safety to take his spot?
So just to. No, I don't know about that, but just to talk a little bit about Colin, he did slide into nickel too. So I'm not saying I like it, but he's been showing that versatility to play nickel. So I don't know, man.
And special teams. You had Gano. I had the draft pick. It's looking like it's going to be Gano.
Yeah, Gano's the guy, man. I'm telling you. He's been pretty accurate. Bucker's missed a couple. I think he likes leaning them to the left a little bit too much. Because all his misses have been to the left. So I don't think he's going to make it.
We could potentially cut.
So it looks like I was just gonna say the same thing. Like our draft is about to get decimated. And look, Hurney has no allegiance to him, so
we could legit cut 3 guys from this draft. That's scary, man. Now, the fullback, okay. The kicker, I didn't want the kicker to begin with. I was not happy that we decided to draft a kicker. So that's why I said he's going to be on our roster, because I'm like, you took the time to draft this guy. You use the draft pick to take a kicker. I mean, this has to be about the cap. But now that Gettleman's gone, there's no loyalty to these cats.
There's no loyalty to him, man. McCaffrey and Samuel are only saving graces, and Deshaun, because the bottom half of that draft was terrible.
And Moten,
could turn out to be terrible.
Yeah, people asked about Deshaun Hall too, and how he looked.
Oh yeah, he was getting cussed out too, man. He's getting cussed out.
Yo, like you got
that first day.
You got all these freaky.
I'm just saying
on the field. You know what I'm saying? Media passes and stuff.
I wasn't on the field. I wasn't on the field. No, I wasn't on the field, but they were doing individual drills right by me, and he was getting in them, man. Deshaun and Byrne, he was digging. I mean, it was good. They looked good though. I mean, they were good. It's not like they were terrible. He was just coaching them up. It's like you never get to see that, being that close to them. You never get to hear what they're talking about. They were literally right by me. I could hear everything they were saying. He was cussing Deshaun out, man, getting him right.
That's insane. All right, so that's the roster. Somebody asked about somebody asked about how the defensive line looked as a whole.
Man, listen, that's the least of our worries is the defensive line. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because Peppers is a beast. K1 is out there still dominating. You got Star. I mean, you got Star. You got Vernon. You got good crazy thing was that when I first got out there, Addison and I believe it was Addison and CJ that were starting. or it might have been Addison and Peppers. I can't remember who was starting, but
That's
Addison
why I
was
had.
starting for sure. Addison was starting for sure.
I think
For a
Addison
fact, I
should be
can't remember who was
starting.
on the other end.
Like, because Addison just got
Addison
that
was
check.
starting. He was getting starting reps. So, I mean, again, like I said, like I always say, it doesn't really matter because it's all about the rotation. But Addison did get the start.
Like, I want to say something about the chat. If we do cut Corn, it would just be to put him on IR if we make the decision to cut him prior to the 53-man roster. I don't think he's going to get cut, but it's just a matter of if Corn's injury is more serious than anticipated, they might consider, putting him on IR or short-term IR. So I personally think the wise move is to just let him make the roster and cut somebody else and hope that they go through waivers and then pull them back once they go through waivers.
Yeah. And I'm not 100% sure how that works, how the short-term IR works and how cutting somebody. And I know they got to clear waivers and all that stuff, but I'm not 100% sure how all that works.
Once the regular season starts, you can put folks on IR and not have to worry about somebody scooping them up on waivers. But before the regular season, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but before the regular season, when you cut somebody, when you want to put somebody on IR, you have to cut him and he has to clear waivers.
Yeah, that's true because that just happened with Charles Johnson.
Yep.
They cut him and he had to clear waivers to get on IR. So that's true.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about that. So
yeah, so when it comes to that, like if Corn's injury is serious and they have to put him and he's going to be out for a decent period of time, he's going to have to make the roster to not take the risk because we're talking, I think Corn was a 4th rounder, if I remember correctly, 4th or 5th rounder. Because since he's a rookie, somebody might be willing to take a chance on him and pick and he won't clear waivers. So let's see here, man.
All right, we got anything else?
I'm looking. Wesley and Delaire, but Delaire's not on the team no more.
Yeah, Delaire is gone, buddy.
Yeah, Delaire didn't make it. I don't know if Delaire was trash, but
no, he wasn't trash. He had that one good game against the Bucks where he had the two sacks, and then that was it.
Yeah, somebody mentioned it.
Yep, that was it. That's all he had.
I wonder if Larry came.
And I'm not watching the chat, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing the chat. But yeah, he had 2 sacks in the Tampa game, and that was the last we heard of him.
All right, let's see.
But I'm happy with the O-line so far. I think Matt Khalil's looked good. The only thing was I think he had a little bit of issues adjusting to the heat. Because I think he had to take some rest because of the heat, and that's when Amini kind of took his spot. But I think I'm happy with the O-line. I think they said he held his own in one-on-one drills. So going one-on-one with Addison and Peppers and stuff like that, he's been doing pretty good. So I'm okay with the O-line. Defensive line looks good. My only concern as of right now is secondary depth. There is none. With the way Captain and Corn are hurt, there's no secondary depth right now. Well, specifically cornerback depth. And shout out to Mike Adams too. We didn't get a chance to talk about Mike Adams, but he's been looking really good. To be 36, that man is balling.
I watched the press conference. They did like a best of Mike Adams. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that man's balling. He's funny. He's balling, man. Yeah, so shout out to Mike Adams, man. He looks good. He definitely does not look 36. And I know he said he was running like he was 22. And he definitely looks like it because Mike Adams was a really good. That was a steal.
Yeah,
shout out to Gettleman. Shout out to Gettleman for that because that was a steal.
Or you can do worse. Believe you me, you can do much worse, sir.
What?
Yeah, I believe in this O-line. I love the Mike Adams pickup. As soon as we picked him up, I said Trey's lost his job. And then the next week he was off the team.
Yeah, Mike is a beast, man. Only concern is there's nobody behind him. So our draft need, I'm getting way ahead, but our draft needs next year are pretty doggone clear.
Safety.
Safety is probably top priority. But we won't get into all that. But yeah, I still, man, it's crazy because I still haven't seen Trey Turner's contract, like his breakdown. Like I don't know what his yearly breakdown is yet, and they still haven't released that.
I think he's like the second or third paid guard in the NFL, right?
No, I mean like the yearly, like
yeah.
What is the cap hit every year? That stuff hasn't been released yet. I mean, we know the contract, but we don't know what the cap hits are every year. So I'm curious to see what our cap looks like for next year and all that good stuff. But this is training camp episode. Any other training camp related questions? Because not. I gotta get into bed because I gotta get to the gym in the morning.
No gym. I just gotta go to work in the morning. I went to work today. That was fun. Any more questions, guys, about training camp?
Yep. Any other training camp questions?
Oh,
again, we'll be out there August. What was it? 11th through the 13th.
They're talking about free agents. Marion Palms.
I don't know nothing about that.
So he's a safety.
Yep. I don't know. I got to do the research to see what guys are looking for and they can fit in what we're doing. Don't be surprised if we bring in some dudes. I don't know.
I hope her.
I think they. And then again, I think they might be good, man. They might feel good where they're at.
Oh, we just signed them. So we just signed this kid from Atlanta, Marion Palms.
Oh, I don't know anything about him.
He got to be better than Colin Jones.
I doubt it. Yeah, I don't know anything. I didn't even know we signed anybody. Hadn't checked.
Yeah, that's right, man. He's the second coming of Jesus, and our secondary is lacking in depth. That McCaffrey is the second coming of Jesus.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. McCaffrey's a beast, man. I'm telling y'all, man. I gotta see it. I gotta see it.
But the thing is, when you say the secondary, I don't know if the corners is hurting in depth. Because of the injuries, they are.
The corners are, yeah, because of injuries. If everyone was healthy, I'd be happy. I'd be happy with the depth. But as of right now, with the way
depth. I'm not happy with safety depth. I'm not. Not.
Looks like we're rolling, bro.
I know we're rolling what we got. He said he's better than Colin Jones. Yeah, man. That's going to end up being Christian McCaffrey's nickname, White Jesus. They got one in rap. We're going to have one in football. They got one. No, it's White Chocolate in NBA. We got White Chocolate in NBA. We'll have White Jesus in NFL. We got White Jesus in rap. We good. We got the Holy Trinity.
Hey, man. McCaffrey's the man, man. I'm telling you. All right. Y'all making jokes. But I'm telling y'all, man, the dude's legit. I seen it with my own too, man. And the only thing he's got to work on to stay on the field is pass blocking because he got abused by somebody.
Yep.
I think it was Shaq.
No, who did it? Because I saw the video.
No, somebody put the okie doke on him.
Yeah, there's a video on that too. He's got to work on his pass protection. He has
but he got a second chance, second crack at somebody, and he did good.
Yeah,
McCray. I think it was the safety McCray.
Yeah.
He had a second chance, but if he can pass block and he can perfect that, I'm telling you, man.
I think that's going to be the line of whether or not that's going to be the line of how much reps he gets too. Like he has to improve on pass pro. He has to. If he doesn't, you're going to see more Stewart until Stewart's unable to play. Because they're going to have, because I think they're going to try to protect Cam. They're going to try to keep Cam in the pocket. Do you want to talk about Cam's comments about you tell a lion not to roar or whatever he said?
Oh yeah, we could talk about that, man. That was simple. You know, I think it was out of context. You know, Colin Cowherd I called him stupid. I don't know. The Colin Cowherd comments were dumb. I didn't like it, didn't agree with it. But the thing, it was taken out of context. He said, you know, he'll do whatever it takes to win to win, and do whatever it takes for the team. But at the same time, you can't expect him not to run at all. Period. There's still going to be design runs. He's still going to scramble every now and then. He just got to learn how to protect himself, and it's just not going to be as much. But he's got. This is why you draft Christian McCaffrey to get to have those long handoffs, so that you don't. I just think everything was taken out of context. People are looking for headlines.
Oh yeah,
if you listen to the entire interview, it was not that serious.
Nope, it wasn't.
It's Cam Newton we're talking about here. Everybody's gonna nitpick every word he says and take it out of context. So everybody looking for a headline. That's what it was. That's it.
Colin got kind of lazy on that one, man. But that's typical. I mean, ain't accident they moved him to Fox. He got moved to Fox Sports, so that's typical of him. So if Cam is lazy, Phillip Rivers has been lazy the past 5 years. Phillip ain't lazy in the first half of the season, man. He'll get you to the playoffs. He just can't finish the job for you in fantasy. I don't know if Newton's going to get 8 rushing TDs, though. Nah, that's not happening.
That's a bit much. Yeah, that's a bit much.
That's not happening. We're past that point.
I say no more than 5. 5 is max.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get as many goal line carries as he used to get, and I don't think he's going to be breaking out like that anymore. They got to keep him healthy.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be as much, but he's still going to run the football. If it presents, he's going to run, and he did run. He scrambled in practice one time, and he slid. So
he slid.
He slid. It looked awkward. It's a big dude. He's awkward for him to slide, but he slid.
Yeah, because I know he hates sliding. So
he's learning to love it. Or he's gonna have to in order to stay healthy. But he can't. And again, like I said, we talked about. I posted a tweet about whether he just needs to get right. He's doing everything right. He's saying all the right things. He looks good. It's just we gotta get on the same page and gotta make sure we doing what's best for the team.
Mayweather or McGregor, are you serious, guys? They want a prediction for the boxing match.
Mayweather all day.
You think Mayweather's just gonna beat him up for 12 rounds?
Probably. He's not gonna knock him out.
Yeah, that's what I was leaning towards too. And they said that McGregor already got knocked out during training, so sparring. So, but all right.
So I'd be happy to talk about some other stuff, but I got to go to sleep, peeps.
Yeah, Mayweather by decisions what I'm leaning towards.
So we good?
Yeah, I think how much do you think Newton's mechanics have increased this year? I don't know, man. That's a question for you.
Yeah. That's a tough. I don't know, man. I don't think his mechanics are ever going to be there, to be honest with you. I just think he's in his way. At this point, he's 28. It's the mechanics and all that. He's never been a well-oiled machine as far as mechanics. The way he is, that's how he plays. I don't know. It's a tough question to answer. I don't have an answer to that question.
I'm gonna ask one question for the chat because I'm curious because somebody said it's 10:30 over there. So
it is 10:30.
It's 10:30 on the East Coast. But where are some of you guys from? I recognize some names because one of my buddies is definitely in here. So I'm just curious, like, where are some of you guys from? Y'all East Coast, West Coast, Midwest? Can I get no answers? Get a state? Ohio, okay.
Slight delay, bro.
Oh, nah, okay. Got Ohio, Fayetteville. Got your hometown, man.
Shout out to Fayetteville, man.
Cali. Durham, South Carolina. That's what's up, man. I'm from Columbia. Born and raised in Columbia. Orlando. Savannah. Okay. We covering this map.
One dude commented said he was from Ireland.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. It's crazy, man. Like, I do some random stuff on my page, on my personal page that's rap, that's hip hop based, and I was getting cats from all over the world, man. That was crazy. Because I live streamed the BET Awards, which was fun. But all right.
Oh, one quick update, man. Yo, so it was tough sledding this time around. I'm still gonna be working on getting something to hold up to give away. But just make sure you guys, because as part of the giveaway, it's gonna be something autographed. I don't know what it is yet. Hopefully it's gonna be a jersey, but autographs. But in order to be a part of it, you got to make sure you subscribed to the channel and you like the Facebook page and you follow us on Twitter and all that good stuff. And then when we have the drawing, you're gonna have to be on live when we do the drawing, so we can get all your information and whatnot. But that's gonna be part of it. I gotta get it. So between the next time we go, August 11th through 13th, hopefully I can grab some more autographs and get something to give away. I'm like I said, looking. Hopefully it's gonna be a jersey. Just gotta make sure I can get it.
All right. Folks are asking about the fantasy. So this is what I'm going to do, guys. Either hit up the Panther Nation podcast or my Twitter handle at ChampD1012 or at Panther Nation PC. Shoot me a tweet. Tell me that you've been watching or listening and you want to be in the fantasy league. Once you do that, I'll put you on the list and I'll get your email. Like I'll DM you in actual email so you don't have to be all out there so the whole world can see it. And I could try to set up the league. We'll figure out the draft date.
Are you trying to live stream a mock, Dave?
Oh man, that'd be awesome. We probably get, I don't know, man. Am I drop tweet for us?
I mean, just live stream a mock, just a mock draft.
We could. My board's almost done. It's almost finalized. I gotta hurry up, man. I'm running out of time. My first draft is at the end of August. I got one on the 31st.
When is ours? When is our?
I haven't picked a date yet. I gotta talk to you guys about that. I haven't decided yet, but I want to try to see if I got enough folks that want to do a draft. Like I need to have at least 10. You're not gonna beat me. We're gonna I want to have at least 10 teams. So I need at least 8 participants because me and Rashad are definitely gonna do it. So I definitely need 8 more. No, not now, but I need to know sooner than later. Sooner the better. Yep. So my boy Marcus is definitely in. So I need 7 more. So send me a tweet. I'll go up to 12. I'll go up to 12 teams. Push come to shove, I'll do 14. 14 is the max I'll do.
Nah, bro. Let's keep it at 10, man.
I need emails, but tweet me. I'll send a follow and you can send me it, and then you can send me a DM. All right. So either at Panther Nation PC or at ChampD1012. You don't do Twitter? All right. Well, Facebook. Hit us up on Facebook too. I just don't want to send like multiple invitations to folk. So yeah, that's fine. If you want to do a Facebook, that's fine too. Or yeah, well, he wants to go to sleep. So
yeah, I'm about to go to sleep. I gotta go to the gym 5 o'clock in the morning. I gotta go to the gym.
You at 5 a.m., dude?
Yeah, I'm going with Carl, man. You know he military life, bro.
Carl trying to kill you.
Yeah, man. Gotta get in there. Gotta keep your health up, man.
Yeah, that's another rule in the league, man. You gotta stay at it. You gotta stay. I might need to interview you guys to make sure. You going to Fan Fest?
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right.
Yeah, me and my family gonna be there. So holler at me.
All right. So let me write down these emails real quick because some folks are putting them in the chat right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of these emails. Oh yeah, I'm Aggie Pride all day, man.
Oh yeah, Aggie Pride.
Yep. Edward Clemens, man.
Yep.
North Carolina A&T State University, class of 2004.
Aggie Pride.
All right. I'm already getting emails. Jerome already sent me something, so we're gonna have we'll get 10 in no time, man.
All right. On that note, hey man, I got to close this up, man. Y'all tripping.
I need to go to bed too. I'm probably gonna go watch Insecure before I go to sleep though. I ain't watched last night, so I gotta go catch up before Twitter ruins it for me. All right, I'm gonna set up a leave and start sending invites.
All right. That being said, I'm out.
All right, go ahead and let's do the ender, man.
Well,
thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Panther Nation Podcast. You can also like our Facebook page at Panther Nation Podcast. While you're at it, follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. And always remember, keep pounding.
Keep pounding, people. We out, man. See y'all next week.
All right, guys. Have a good one, guys. See you next week.